Chapter 21 explores the human reproductive system. Our book uses male and female to distinguish biological sex, so we'll be exploring the typical cases of anatomy and function of each sex. However, not everyone is typical, and there are normal deviations of the anatomy described here. It is important to note that this is not a discussion of gender. Gender is a socially constructed identity, and it does not necessarily align with the sex as assigned at birth. First, let's look at the typical anatomy of humans with a penis and testes, assigned male at birth. The gonads that produce the gametes, sperm cells, are the testes. The testes are paired and located outside of the main body cavity in the scrotum. The sperm cells created in the testes mature as they move through the epididymis. The mature sperm then move into the vas deferens. The vas deferens is a tube that leaves the scrotum and comes all the way back into the body cavity. After the vas deferens, the sperm enters a short tube called the ejaculatory duct. There are 3 glands connected to the ejaculatory duct that produce secretions to make a fluid called semen to accompany the sperm cells. The seminal vesicle, the prostate gland, and the bulbourethral glands. Each secrete a component of the semen. The semen provides an optimal environment and an energy source for the sperm cells. At the time of ejaculation, sperm and semen leave the penis through the next tube called the urethra. There can be more than 400 million sperm in the about 3.5 milliliters of semen expelled during ejaculation. The penis is the sexual organ and contains erectile tissue throughout the shaft. The tip is called the glans, and it is covered at birth with the foreskin. Circumcision is the surgical removal of the foreskin for religious or perceived health benefits. The American Academy of Pediatrics in 2012 stated that the benefits of circumcision do outweigh the risks. However, those benefits are not great enough to recommend routine circumcision of infants, and they leave the decision up to the children's parents. Testes develop in the abdominal cavity and descend into the scrotum during the last 2 months of development before birth. Inside the testes are highly coiled tubes called seminiferous tubules, full of cells undergoing spermatogenesis, the production of sperm. Sperm cells consist of a head, a middle piece, and a tail. The head is covered in an acrosome, full of enzymes that can penetrate the egg cell. The middle piece contains mitochondria to power the movement of the tail. Sperm can live anywhere between 3 to 5 days inside the uterus or uterine tubes. A portion of the brain called the hypothalamus controls the hormones that regulate the testes. The brain releases luteinizing hormone, which regulates the release of testosterone. The brain also releases follicle-stimulating hormone, which stimulates the production of sperm cells. Testosterone is the main sex hormone responsible for the development of sexual organs such as the penis and testes. The testosterone brings on secondary sex characteristics, such as being taller, with broad shoulders, increased muscle development, a deep voice, and face and body hair.